Be me. Straight man. I have a sister. She gets engaged to this guy. He drops by my place randomly with some beer to get to know me better, and I agree since he is marrying my sister. Everything is normal until I black out. I wake up the next day. My butt is in agony. I call the police, go to the hospital and get a kit done. Police arrest my sister's fiance. Kit confirms he did with DNA. He smears me in trial, but the jury finds him guilty from all the evidence that he did it. He is sentenced to 4 years. This was almost 2 years ago. Sister no longer talks to me. Whole family thinks I'm gay now. The general belief in my family is that I'm a closeted gay man that got her fiancé drunk and had sex with him and regretted it the next morning, despite me testing positive for roofies and other signs of because that was his defense in trial. No one believes my story in my family. They all believe him. He is up for parole soon. My mother asked me not to challenge the parole because my sister still wants to marry him and I did enough to him. I'm going to challenge the parole. My family. Absolutely, your family is scum. Random childhood memory unlocked. Be me, 15 years ago, bored. Decide to sell my toys to neighborhood kids. One kid buys a toy truck for $1. He leaves truck in his yard during lunch. Sneak in and steal truck back. No idea why I did it, just a sudden impulse. That afternoon he comes back and says the truck was stolen. Tell him that sucks. I only have one left since it's my last one. It will be $3 if he wants it. He buys the truck again. This was buried deep in the back of my brain. Do I need to check my ancestry? Be me, playing video on a Sunday night. Phone rings, it's mom. Anon, do you know what powered the initial versions of the F-104 Starfighter? Han.jpg? The General Electric J79 fed by 2 radially mounted half-shock cone intakes. Why are you asking? Hear a muffled cheer in the background. Turns out my parents were playing a trivia night and used me as their lifeline. My face when being an aviation nerd won my parents 10 grand. Notice that I have a strong dislike for most minorities, worry that I may be a racist, decide to test if I really am, go out for a couple of drinks with a friend of a colleague. He's black. Pretty good guy actually. Turns out I just hate poor people. Phew. Good thing I'm not racist. Had a wife of 2 years. We never went through each other's phones. She asked me to grab hers from the other room one day. Front and center, suggestive text from another woman. Snoop through it later. She is brazenly cheating on me with a lesbian woman. Let's call her Elise. Completely lied to her about being married to me. Claimed to be a gold star lesbian or whatever they call it. Sent screenshots of convo to myself. Sent Elise a selfie from my phone with my wife not paying attention in the background with the message, "She's been lying to us both. I'm her husband." We coordinated after that. I sat with Elise at a restaurant after my wife set up a secret date with her. My wife was pale as a ghost seeing us together, immediately turned to leave the restaurant. Divorce was a blur from there. Elise became my friend, very mentally supportive through it. Turns out lesbians are the absolute best wingmen you could ever ask for. Eventually introduced me to my new girlfriend, even more compatible and much less toxic than my ex-wife. Cheating wives are temporary. Lesbian friends are eternal. Good ending. Works at a nuclear power plant. Has a loving wife and 2 kids, owns a 2-story house, can afford 2 cars as well, has friends that hang out with him, all this with a single salary. This man lives a better life than 95% of the people who watch the show. Remind me again why Homer Simpson is seen as the quintessential loser? Homer Simpson has 3 kids, Anon. Be me, be 19, be Korean, have to do mandatory military service. My life.jpg. One night, randomly get called up from barracks, ordered to secure Parliament building. WTF is going on? Get to Parliament, police yell at us to leave. Politicians yell at us to leave. We have orders.wav. Getting near main Parliament chamber. Random guy sprays us with a fire extinguisher. My life.png. Suddenly people start clapping and cheering. They say they passed a vote. District commander orders us to return to barracks. WTF? Go back to barracks. Turn on TV. My face when I was part of a failed coup. Be 400-pound fat Decided to lose weight because friends are genuinely concerned. Now only 200 pounds. Old guy who occasionally walks my same route notices me, congratulates me. Feels pretty good. Like a week later see a different old fellow on the path. You're the fellow who lost all that weight, ain't ya? Genuinely makes my day. Why the didn't I do this years ago? Be me. Get a girlfriend for first time. Making out with her for a while. I end up in my pants from it. Feels weird so I stop and go change. Come back. She asks me what's wrong. I tell her what happened. She says that I'm adorable. Resume making out as she seems even more into it. It was pretty embarrassing, but I'm surprised she thought it was cute. I thought it would be a turnoff. Would women usually like if a guy orgasms from just kissing? Don't treat that as a general rule of thumb. Just in case. Trans girl. Come out to dad. He's fine with it. One day I spend longer than usual on makeup and wear slightly more revealing clothes. Dad takes one look at me and goes, "You know, boys your age usually prefer without a penis." Why is he so mean? Dating a blind girl. All of her friends are blind. Love that she holds my arm when we're out. Love that she eventually got used to my apartment and can now navigate around by herself. Love that her guide dog is super friendly and is always on the job to help her. Love that her family sees me as a great person because her being blind doesn't bother me. Love that she doesn't use the internet because it's too much hassle. Love that she requests I read new books for her in my voice and record them so she has her own boyfriend audiobook library. Why haven't you taken the blind pill, Anon? Be me. High school gym class. Shirts versus skins. Take off shirt. Gym teacher sees my bruises. Get called in the office. Ask if bruises are from home. No, these are from school. Oh, okay. Never chosen for skins again. Thanks, gym teacher. Came out as trans a few days ago. Best friend suddenly asked me to be his girlfriend out of nowhere. Told him that I'm not even on HRT or anything yet, so I'm pretty much a dude. He said he doesn't care and he wants me, HRT or not. Asked him why he's suddenly doing this. He said he's making me his before someone else does. Promised me that I wouldn't regret it because it'll help me become a girl in his own way. My face when, what is this feeling, Anons? Bro's down bad. Be me. Talking with a woman and her friend at a party. She gets angry at me for saying, "you guys." I say it's a gender-neutral term in this context and she's reading into things a bit too much. Oh yeah? How many dudes have you 20. Grindr notification goes off. About to be 21. Anon just stunted on that bitch. Be me. Yesterday, first day of junior year in college. The university has this page where you can opt in to find study buddies in your classes. I checked the page for my Calculus 3 class. One person there. Just send the default email. She replies with her phone number and Instagram. Cutie grill. Texting on Instagram, she says to look at the moon. It's a supermoon and blue moon. Look. Wow, cool. Let's go stargazing. I go pick her up and we drive away from the lights of the town. Lay in truck bed and talk about the stars. 1 a.m. Me. I'm getting tired. I need to sleep. Let's go back unless you want to make out or something. Oh, you want to? In the back of my truck. It's just that easy. My knees hurt a bit though. Pick related similar. 42-year-old. Teach kids how to program microcontrollers. Some kid is programming with a tiny window. Ask him why torture yourself when you can maximize it. Says he doesn't know how to do it. Refuse to help him. Another kid asks, how do I copy and paste in this app? Yet another kid saved his project with the wrong name and asked how to fix this. Tell him to go to File, Save As, and type a different name. Says he doesn't know where File, Save As is. I don't know if I can hold on till retirement. Why is the generation born in the digital age so... Be me. 290-pound fat ass. Visit my parents' house for the summer. They encourage me to use the new pool they got. Nothing better to do. Webpage. End up using it. Pretty fun actually. Spend about 3 hours per day in the pool. Just sort of exist in there, no laps or anything. Fast forward about 2 weeks. Weigh myself after being encouraged to by my mom. 263 pounds. I have tried lifting, diets, intermittent fasting, and daily walks. Never works. And now I've lost nearly 30 pounds. My face when it was that easy.